Hi traders, welcome to this video on the euro dollar and pound dollar. My name is Chris from the Currency, and before we take a look at the markets, wanted to let you know of our special offer with HYCM broker. If you start an account, deposit through our link, then start trading, then you'll get access to SWAT 2.0 course for free. So that's a nice extra. If you're anyhow looking for a potential broker, then this might be a good deal for you, or a good chance. So take a look at. Click on here and click on providers and sponsorships to get more info about that, about HYCM. All right, folks, let's start with the euro dollar. We're looking at a bullish breakout on Wednesday. We were suspecting such, and it did indeed continue, and we got a continuation up to 111.80 or something like that. And now it looks like price is making an ABC zigzag. There was an 88.65 bounce here, and the price broke this triangle to the upside. So it looks like this ABC pattern is now taking place. And where could this wave C head to? Well, I think there's a good confluence zone. For instance, here at WIS 7 at 112.50 is the first target to think about here in the H4. But price could go further. If we get some kind of flag there, it might head up to 113.25, 113.50, for instance, and test the deeper 78.6 fib. So until then, I think there is still some good space for 200 pip gain on the euro dollar, but maybe more. Let's take a look at the monthly chart, and you can see here that we had a bullish candle last month. Not only that, but now we have 4 months in a row with pretty sizable wicks at the bottom, making some type of inverted head and shoulders pattern as well. You see basically higher lows continuously now for 2 months in a row. And you see a lot of wicks indeed indicating buyer pressure. So with the close near the high and the close above the close of the month before, this is looking bullish, and we might, in this case, indicate a five-wave pattern completed to the downside, and there could be a retracement of that upwards. So if we put the fib from the top to the bottom, we could be heading towards, for instance, the 38.2 fib at 113.70, but maybe more, maybe the 50, maybe the 61.8 fib. So those are retracement levels that could easily be hit, even if this is a bearish ABC, even if this is 5 waves for A, this is an ABC for B, and down we go for C, then any of these 3 fibs up to 118.20 would certainly fit within that scenario. So plenty of space to the upside if 5 waves indeed to the downside completed, or any kind of swing here completed to the downside. Let's take a look at the the weekly chart, of course, as well. Quickly, last week was a higher high, confirmed bullish candle, and a close near the high. So definitely bulls in control, and I'm expecting price to make a bullish breakout actually on lower time frames here, like the 4-hour chart. Immediate breakout, I think, is certainly possible and likely, and I would suspect that price will go right away up to 112.50 pretty soon. All right, maybe a small pause. If we look at the lower time frames, there are some smaller targets that could pause price here at 117.50. So maybe there could be a dash up, a retracement back into this zone, and then a bounce up. But as long as price stays above this support zone right here at 110.75, I think we're in bullish territory, and price should find a bouncing spot, I think, and continue higher towards these targets. Okay. So something like this, for instance, is likely, or maybe this, an ABC pattern like that here, or maybe this, up and then a flag and then a continuation higher. All of that is possible, I think, with the euro dollar, as it looks very bullish. Just a question of maybe finding the right spot for a trade. All right, and maybe this is not the super best spot because of this target zone. On the hourly chart, it's close by. Maybe better to wait for a flag after that target, or a correction after that target, or a deeper retracement into 111 first. My 2 cents when looking at this time frame. But overall, it remains very bullish as long as it stays above that 110.75. Even if it were to go into the 21 EMA of the 4-hour chart, this is looking like a wave 3. There would just be a wave 4, and it should continue higher. So yeah, plenty of space basically to the upside. All right, let's take a look at pound USD. And while it made a lower low, the euro dollar didn't. but overall it could have completed a 5-wave as well, so maybe we're seeing an ABC pattern. 2, we have 2 small candles hanging next to that big wick, but with lower lows and lower highs, so there is not that same kind of bullishness as the euro dollar. That said, last week was bullish, and we are seeing the HMA up, and if we put the fib from here to here, like that, we are seeing 5 waves maybe finished and an ABC maybe finished, and this could perhaps be a part of that rebound of a wave C as well. All right, so now the alternative would be that this is an ABC for W and ABC for X, and we still get one more correction down to the 50 fib or 61.8 fib. So as price is rising, I think we've got to be a little bit more careful than the euro dollar, and you can see that kind of behavior not as impulsive. Here we had a good burst up, but in here too, but it's slowing down a little bit here and getting a little bit choppier, and from a certain point of view it might look like a rising wedge. So that is not as bullish, and got to be careful. It's close to the 61.8 fib. So I wouldn't trade it here to the upside. I think a little bit too corrective. And the 61.8 fib could be a good resistance zone, in fact, if there is a reaction. But overall, if there is a push up and a flag, and prices keep sailing above these fractals by going sideways, then I think there could be a breakout to the 78.6 fib and the 125 round level, and the WIS 7 there, and the 78.6 fib. All right, this is the bullseye indicator, by the way, if you're interested in buying it, and this is the WIS indicator if you're interested in that. Anyhow, that indicating if you get a break here, a good zone to the upside, basically. Okay, wouldn't be that interested at this spot though. Rather wait for a push up and a flag. Hourly chart. More or less the same, but yeah, if we get a push up into the 61.8 fib, then I would suspect that we get a flag after that. At this moment, I'm not sure if we're going to get into that zone because the price is moving lower at this moment, and it could also easily make a retracement back down again. That could not be maybe that bad if it were to go down into this zone for a potential bounce within this rising wedge. All right, downside would only be valid in my view if there is a break of this rising wedge, and I would need to see a clear impulse here, followed by a correction and a continuation lower. All right, that's it for now. Once again, if you're interested in SWAT, some of these ideas I mentioned with regard to moving averages, fibs, WIS, then SWAT 2.0 might be for you. You know, there's 22 hours split in educational part and strategy part with SWAT indicators, SWAT methods, and all of that could be for free. I think it's a lot of value there that you get with a opening and depositing with HYCM. All right, see you all very soon on Wednesday, and good trading.